Thank you. Our appetite for miracles is not enough. There's a time that each of us knows, and it comes without warning. Suddenly it comes so silently, and it descends upon us like a net, a grid of light. It's indifferent to our plans, to our hour. It just falls on us. And however our time was allotted and conceived, the plan fades away. And under that light, as though the lines were lead in a church window, we just see light. And all the final furnace of transmutation, there is no fact that remains. All hallucinations are equal, and our appetite for miracles is never enough. In that light, we begin to see, not with the eyes of our mind, but with the eye behind our mind, and we begin to finally see, to shed nature's trap, to realize that mortality is nothing but a physical body, a false bondage filled with compassion. And in that light, these things are heard and seen, but they are seen not from without, but from within. And from a place deep within a miracle of stars, where there is no distinction of words or actions, but only a discernment of feeling. And in that miraculous light, it is not feeling that is regarded, because all that is done with feeling melts and dissolves like sand into glass in the heat of a nuclear weapon. This is all you really are. Sand melting. And this is what must be regarded. This is the lack of all feeling, and this feeling is shallow and thin and so empty. It's a hungry ghost. We're trying to save a world with miracles, but there's one thing in the way: humanity. Everyone is corrupt. Everyone is malignant. Everyone is a malformed shadow, while they complicitly refuse to change. Corrupted in a distressed system of viral complexity, we live in a world of hatred, a place of sickness. We amputate all values. Oh, it's such a nice way to live. Let's not worry today. Let's not worry today. But it's not pretty. It's kind of ugly. And we're under attack by ignorance and bigotry and hatred and racism and misogyny and stupidity. And we cry, and we add a little spice, and we cry, and we die, and we don't do anything. Suburban communities, we purge them like decaying matter, maggots eating dead flesh. Some fare better than others, usually the rich. They have no compassion. They turn and turn in patterns, but we are paralyzed, traumatized, vandalized, compromised, more or less chemically castrated. So right now, here we are, morally incompetent, thinking, yes, it's so easy to be thinking. We trust in salvation. We think someone will sort it out, it'll be okay. We always sort it out, we always figure it out, we always survive. Of course we do, we always do. Until the balance tips. And now we're hurt, and we can't run away. And we're ripped open inside, and we can't run away. And we're stuck in this closed system, and we cannot run away. And all your goodness, that's atrophied. It's just rancid. It's rancid love. It's not compassionate love. It's fearful love. And we're all hopeless and senile and lost. Humanity is the virus. Humanity is the virus. In a beautiful world, made pure and wonderful, what makes it sick? What's the cancer? Humanity is the virus. We've been born of revulsion, born of compulsion. How do we begin? Just a short, sharp electrical discharge in the genital area. Random. Fortune. Sometimes fortunate. And this quick obsession of life that's like a potion, an ancient dance, a ritual. It's mostly motion, rushing towards finality. And our second-rate brain is like a sickly stream that contaminates and generates, gesticulates, and ends the dream of this planet, this wonderful miracle planet that we consume. And the face of humanity is hunger, and the face of humanity is poverty, and the face of humanity is disease and inequity. A low seed replication. So we replicate, don't we? We make more of us, don't we? Because someone's going to sort it out, aren't they? Because miracles happen, don't they? Yes, they do. Until one day they don't. And as we make more and more of us people, don't we wonder about the ones who haven't yet been looked after? And don't we think about the ones who just rot away? Forgotten at borders, forgotten in countries, forgotten in wars, forgotten by politics. This way we work as a species is like an anvil of unnatural selection. There's a crippled gene inside us all, and we're drowning. And this mutant gene, it's just dropping us into the falling death of ourselves. And we feast upon ourselves with our pathetic appetites for more to consume, more to have, more to own. And in this gnawing belly of pretense, there is an engine of malignancy. And we run away from ourselves in disgust at our own unnatural nature. And we evacuate our weakness and spew our promises from diseased political spaces. This prison of hope, this breathing of eternity, this breeding into eternity, this hateful, disfigured creature we have become as a species, this is what we are. Humanity is the virus. Humanity is the virus. Humanity is the virus. And we are wallowing and swallowing in inertia, hoping someone else will sort it all out. We would mate with corpses, avoiding responsibilities, relieving ourselves of any fortune, rejecting our future, in a miserable attempt to hold on present time. Time is that which emits. Time is that which continues until we stop watching. Time has no measurement. Humanity is the virus. Humanity is the virus. And we go home, and we sit down, and we hold our friends, and we say it won't end because it never ends. It will end unless we change. You want a miracle? Change. You want a miracle? Then change. Change behavior. Change the way to perceive and change all memory. Life is a means of removal. Remove the barriers between energy, intuition, and body. Remove the ego and the premeditated act of creation. Life is a search for temporary definitions, arbitrary statements. Hesitant, we look uncertainly for something special we call reality. Life is a collision that leads to a penetration of worlds. And your humanity is a virus. Humanity is a virus. Cancerous virus. It needs to change. 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 Thank you.